Hello everybody, and I thought I'd make a little quick video about the outside guppy ponds and their progress. The red mosaic pond here is doing good, and as I'm showing you now, the water lilies are blooming. That is always nice and fun to go out there and look at. To see 3 of them blooming in the same plant, that's pretty awesome. The red mosaics have pond. This one is the red mosaic pond. It has done super good. The panda guppies, it's not as good, but there's so much algae growing in there. I did get rid of all this algae with hydrogen peroxide, but then I quit treating it for 2 weeks and it just comes right back. But I did have it pretty much at both ponds pretty much algae free. You can see they're doing good. I mean, the stem plants I put in there ain't really doing the best. I think I show that here in a little bit. The ponds are doing good. They've been staying around 80 degrees throughout the summers. One time I looked, it was like 85. That's in the peak heat of the day. And you can see this one just is full of algae. I got rid of all the algae because the algae is messing up the water lilies, and you can see there's some Ludwigia stem sticking up, little tip growing immersed above the water. There's a lot of babies in here, but so much algae it's hard to really see exactly what's going on in that panda guppy pond. But this one, it never grows as much algae, and the water lilies are doing good. I probably could fertilize the water lilies again, because you can see the pads are little, and we got 3 flowers on that one plant, but the pads are pretty small. That one flower is really little. You could probably stand to be fertilized again. Now we're going to take a look at some of the pandas. Of course, like I said, there's so much algae in there and they just go run and hide. So we got a few samples, random scoop of the ones I could catch. A young male, it's really blue, an old female, and some new fryer in here as well. So I'm not real sure why the panda one isn't doing super good like the mosaic one is, but the pandas, because I started this one around the same time I started a 40-gallon panda tank inside, and the 40-gallon panda tank has lots and lots of pandas. And this one, I think there's hopefully more in there than I see, because they're hiding in the algae, but is what it is. So we'll put these guys back in the pond, and now we'll go over to the red mosaic pond and take a look at some of these. And in my first scoop, we got some little ones just scooping the water out. There's so many guppies in there, you can't even scoop the water out without getting some in the specimen container. Some little babies, some young females right there. Oh, and here we go. Random scoops of males. Some of the males are getting a little old and bedraggled, but here there are some absolute stunners in there. As you can tell, I'm liking the way these females are looking as well. You can see, other than some of the beat up tails of the older guys, they're looking pretty dang good. There's still some like the splotchy tail. Those will probably end up being culled out. I'll do a whole big video when I harvest these guys out, but I have heaters in here, so I'm thinking I can get almost probably all the way to Halloween, the end of October. If I gotta bring them in, the weather will decide that for sure, but I think they probably still have another 2.5 months outside, so we'll start getting a better idea of just how many we're going to have, because these were all started with a bunch of young fish. They're just starting to be sexually mature when I put them in here, and unfortunately most of them were males. So we didn't have a whole lot of females, but it don't really seem to matter. We've got tons and tons of fish. This is just a few random scoops, and as you can see, there's still lots of them in there. We'll put these in back in. Everyone's back in there. Take one more good look. Look at this close up of this water lily bloom. That is so pretty. I wish I could remember what type of water lily it is, but I cannot, unfortunately. I might leave the heaters in here and then just turn them down to like 40 over the winter, just to keep it from freezing. And that way the water lilies will have their, look at that, immersed form of rotala. That's pretty cool. And there's another little piece. I missed it on the camera. See the underwater part and the above water part right there. It's pretty cool seeing the difference. So that's the update on the two outside guppy ponds. Haven't talked about them in a while. They're doing good besides the algae. So thank you guys for watching.